Welcome back, Coach's Corner. And tennis this week is our feature. We've got Brad Larimer, our boys tennis coach, with us. And first of all, for the folks that know Brad, know him a little better, he's looking good, and he says he's feeling pretty good. And God bless you, Brad. We're all happy about that.
Well, I appreciate that, Phil. It's been a long haul for me and my boy both, for the past year, and we're getting along pretty good right now.
Well, for your whole family, and
yeah.
For those that know Steve and the family, I'm sure that nobody knows what you guys have been through, but it's good to see you up and about. You said you've gained some weight and you're feeling better, and although you're not exactly ready for doubles yet, you can still coach the team. So
yeah, Ryan Shelton's been helping us for quite a long period of time, and Ryan does a great job on the court with the kids. He can still get out there and hit the ball and hit with the kids, and that way, I'm doing a lot more of the. Of course, I've always done a lot of the paperwork in the past, but I can still get out there and coach and talk and get around a little bit. And I haven't been able to get on the court yet, but Ryan, like I said, does a great job getting out there for us.
He's helping you a lot right now.
Absolutely,
yeah.
And coaching basketball, he's always done that. The first part of the semester, and just a little bit more so now during the season too.
So I'm sure every day as you get stronger, one of these days you'll feel back to normal and you'll be able to get out there. But what's this team got this year? Your boys tennis team?
We just lost. Well, actually, we lost 3 seniors from last year, and it was the 2 singles and the 1 doubles team, and of course this year we had Blake Langston for the last 2 years at 1 singles, and he's got a younger brother named Daniel who just fit the 2 singles real easily.
Right.
And our 2 doubles had to bump up to 1 doubles now, and actually we got 2 young men out this year that hasn't been out that had played tennis previously when they were young, which are the 2 Stemke twins, and they've already played a tournament and did pretty well, for not picking up a racket for a few years. And I also have another couple that's right there with them, and so they're seesawing right now to figure out who's going to be that 2 doubles team, and I think we'll be able to compete with that. So I think that we replace those guys. In fact, right now I just have 1 senior that's been playing on varsity. Well, actually 2, counting that one of those 2 doubles guys, and so next year we'll lose Peyton Wines, which will hurt us in doubles a little bit.
He's a good player, isn't he?
Yeah, he does a good job. He's been playing for all 4 years, and Peyton's been real steady and improved every year. He works real hard, and his partner Peyton Cloud, they've been partners. They're going to be their 3rd year, so they know each other, so they'll be able to compete in that 1 doubles. And so we got both singles taken care of, and they'll compete real well. And I think 2 doubles will step in and do pretty well.
There's something to that, isn't there? Playing together. I mean,
absolutely.
You don't have to be the greatest players, but if you're a good chemistry, then they can win some matches.
Right, exactly, and it's knowing each other. And I think that's we talked about the 2 Stemke boys. They're twins. I mean,
right.
They know each other.
They anticipate what they're going to be doing.
Yeah. Absolutely, and I think that's going to end up being a pretty good team before it's over.
And it is still early. I mean, you've got some juggling you can do. After spring break, you'll probably have a better idea of where you're at.
Yeah, we've had a couple challenges, and we had the 2 doubles on 1, and our quad didn't get to fill, so I got to fill in. So they actually got to play each other the other day, and the competition was really good. So we've played 2 tournaments and a quad so far, and then that's in the first week of the season.
Right.
And we'll get to play 2 events this next week, and then we hop right back in after spring break and go to Claremore, and we finished, I'm wanting to say, tied for 6th in the first Jinx tournament, which is the highest we've finished in a while, and we didn't even have our 1 doubles team there. So that's pretty good.
Absolutely, absolutely.
In fact, Daniel Langston at 2 singles was the runner-up, and it's a 16-team field, and it's got Jinx and Union, Edmond North, and it's like a mini state tournament over there. And he actually beat a kid from Edmond North that was a 2-time state champion at 1 doubles. So that tells you where we're at competition-wise, and And, you know, Blake finished fourth in a tough #1 singles division. And two doubles, which the Stemkes played in that position, actually finished on the right side of the bracket and finished 8th out of 16, which was good. So
sounds like you may be a little closer to having a pretty good idea of where this is all these pieces are going to fall into the puzzle here.
yeah, I'll be real disappointed. We actually won the Westmore tournament, which, you know, wasn't the field like you have in Jinx, but the thing about it is it still was 6A teams, which that tells you a fourth of your field was actually in that tournament. We won the tournament,
right.
So that tells you that we're pretty good. And, you know, I'll be real disappointed if we don't finish in the top 5 this year. So I think we're at the verge of doing pretty well.
That'd be a breakthrough year for you too, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we've been building this a little bit, and you know, we've scored points at the state tournament and finished like 8th or top 10. But now's the time where we, you know, lost those 3 guys from last year, but I really think we can do better in the state tournament than we did last year. So
that's great. Now I got to ask you, you mentioned Claremore. Now, if you know anything about the Larimers, you got Steve, and you got Brad, and you got your brother, who's coach at Claremore. Is he still coaching there?
yep, Mike's still coaching.
Mike's a coach at Claremore, so you're going over there. When you guys played, who was the better Larimer at tennis?
Oh, Mike was better.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say you were better.
No, absolutely not.
He was a tennis guy, huh?
Well, you know, I played 3 sports, which, you know, I played football, basketball, and I played some tennis, and, you know, it was kind of my third sport.
He concentrated on tennis?
Yeah, he was a good basketball player
Uh-huh.
too, and but he didn't play football, and he spent probably a little bit more time on the courts than I did.
Absolutely.
I guarantee that if I was picking a doubles partner, I'd pick him.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Did you guys play together in high school?
Actually, he was 2 years younger than me, and I didn't play my senior year.
Uh-huh.
I was at the verge of getting lost, and, you know, I did my football and basketball,
I
and I was
understand.
getting out of school.
Uh-huh.
And actually, Mike, I think played on the varsity as a sophomore. So
Yeah.
I mean, he's a good player.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So
Well, that's a
he
good
actually
chance
was
to.
a runner-up in doubles when he went through school.
I didn't
so
realize that.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I was a pretty good doubles player.
Uh-huh.
You know, so I mean, it was, you know, singles wise, probably not as good as we were in doubles, but I would take him as my partner any day of the week.
There's a real art to that, isn't there? There are some guys that are not good doubles players. They may be the best player on the court, but they might not be a good doubles player.
And that's what I tell my team. You
Yeah.
know, 2/3 of our team is doubles players, and, you know, we can sit there and we can build a lineup for singles all you want, because
Right.
they just play each other and you find out who's the best. And in doubles, I tell them straight out, I'm choosing the doubles teams, because it's compatibility, it's different movement, it's the points are quicker. You know, and if you can volley and you can serve and you can hit an overhead, but you can't chase the ball down and keep it in play 9,000 times, you can still be a great doubles player.
Absolutely.
So, you know, those guys know right off the bat, first practice I'm at, I'll pick the doubles teams.
You're just going to observe, and you'll
Yeah.
have a feel. It may not be the best player, but it might be the best
I'll
doubles player.
I'll mix and match them,
Yeah.
you know, and we'll play in practice, and I'll figure out who's the best double player.
Oh, good. Well,
So-
when you go to Claremore, you get to see your brother. I know it's always a good thing.
Yeah, that's absolutely. I really enjoy Mike. He's, you know, he's coached for a long time too in
Yeah.
tennis, and does a fantastic job.
I see your dad every once in a while too. He drives a bus, and he's doing okay too. So
Yeah,
that's good.
Dad looks good. You know,
Yeah.
of course, like last year when Jeffrey started having his problems,
Right.
Dad actually took him probably half the tournaments last year. And, you know,
Interesting.
it's amazing to me how the kids, they all know who Big Daddy is, and they come out, and he's very well respected, because, I mean, his knowledge of tennis is just incredible.
Absolutely.
And, you know, I learn something from him all the time.
Right.
And, you know, and the guys know, and even the girls, you know, they all know Big Daddy, and when he talks to them, they understand that he knows a lot about it. They're
Right.
going to learn something from
Absolutely.
him. So,
Well, same could be said for you too, though. Hey, much good luck. You look great. I'm glad you're feeling good, and good luck when the weather warms up on the tennis courts.
I
Okay.
appreciate that.
Brad
Thank
Larimer.
you.
Good to see Brad. He's
All
a
right.
boys tennis coach. Coach's Corner.